Hey, this is R3D. Just gonna be walking little Roscoe. The first video I had was my wife holding him in her both hands. He was a very small dog. And now, almost 6 months later, still trying to get him to take walks. I don't know. So Roscoe, if you want to take a walk, come on. Take a look at the trees, the stones. Look at the little flowers from our neighbor's house. Just enjoy the walk. It is a nice Saturday evening. Here in my village in Germany. Just relaxing here. I grilled some steak. Grilled a little pork tenderloin with a little pesto wrapped in bacon. It was delish. So, like with anything that I do, after I eat, take a walk. However, our little guy Roscoe here just likes to check things out. All right, now he's off. And I have found just let him check everything out. Let him stop to smell the roses. Good advice. It's advice I wish I could take. Sometimes when you stop, there's no roses anywhere. But you know what? There's some weeds that look like flowers. I'm not going to get philosophical because I can't even do that. But what I can do is take my dog for a walk. I'll try to. Come on. Let's go, Roscoe. Nope, I think he's exercising. He wants to stretch. He's like, no, I don't want to go. All right. So let's take a look at Roscoe. Hey, little guy. You're on TV. All right. He's going to go check things out. Anyway, a little bit about me. Some of you may know already, because I have served with you. Spent 20 years and a week in the United States Air Force, retired honorably. Stayed in Germany, and I'm working here. Got a good job, work with great people. We'll see how that goes. Been at it now for almost 2 years. And what I like about Germany, and what I can appreciate, is the stillness, the quietness, especially around this time. I think it's about 8:30 at night, if I'm not mistaken. Nope, flip my phone. It is 21:41. It's 9:41. And we're off again. We'll break and play there. Now we'll go ahead and continue to comment. Roscoe is walking by a brick wall. He just likes to check things out, but it's important, I have found, and it's not that I found out, but just taking him for walks, I don't really have to worry about clipping his little claws. And if I sound muffled, it's because I have a cigarette in my hand. That's all right. So we can get a first-person point of view here with the leash. Anyway, where was I? So, I get to stay here in Germany. What I can appreciate is the stillness, is the quiet. I can walk outside my house, take a walk after eating a nice dinner, smell the flowers that are going to be everywhere. Spring is already here, and then summer to follow. And if you're already getting sick from all the movement, my apologies. We're looking at a first-person point of view, I guess. What I like about Germany, even more so, is the food and the menu, or the Speisekarte. What they do is they will list any allergens, anything that somebody may have a problem with, maybe high sodium, maybe food allergy that may be cooked in there. But they have to, by law, label it on the menu. So I have a sensitivity, or for what it's worth, a little allergy to monosodium glutamate. It's in a lot of stuff, especially American food and snacks. It's not unhealthy, but it's a salt byproduct from what I understand. Come on, boy. Come on. So, all right, loosen the leash. Come on. come on. Come on, boy. Well, guess I'll get myself another lucky strike. So, the menus in Germany are labeled as such. Before I got here, I thought that the German diet consisted only of meat, some sort of meat, and potatoes. I was wrong. Especially the vegetables, or Gemüse, as they say, because that's German for vegetables, are fresh. They're wonderful. You know, they're not overproduced, and sometimes you get lucky, and we got tied up here. Hold on. There we go. Come on, boy. There we go. We're ready to walk, and now he goes. So I guess I just give him his time to check things out, and now he's walking. Thought he was just a stubborn little guy, but he goes when he goes. Anywho's, sometimes you'll just get a lot of vegetables from all over Europe. The commissary on the installation will label the food, product of Spain, product of Norway. It's really nice. But the restaurants here are good as well. People are friendly. When I first got here, I noticed it's a very vast stoicism with the German folks here. Very quiet, but once you get to know them... Come on, not in the road. Come on. Hey, come on, Mad Max. Come on. Once you get to know them, you be kind and friendly and love, honor, and respect thy neighbor. You know, they'll be your friends for life. All right, come on, boy. We gotta cross the street here. Get out of the road. All right, good boy. But when I grilled some steak this evening, I asked my bride, the woman I get to be married to, about if she could make a small plate for my neighbor. She said, okay, of course. And made a small plate, slapped some steak tips on there. It was wonderful. She was very grateful, but I've known my neighbors, at least a couple of them here, for almost 7 years. It's about as long as I've been here in Germany. And I just like it here. I can go out to my back porch. It's still, it's quiet. Sometimes I will use an app that will allow me to see what I think are stars, but are actually planets. You can see Saturn and Jupiter. They appear as stars, but it's just fascinating. I've always found that fascinating. And for those of you who watch it, I don't know what you believe. It's none of my business. But I have some peace in my life that I haven't had ever. A lot of stuff and garbage from my past had recently been broken loose. And I have found what surrender means to God. Not a religion. Because God knows I had a religion for a little while and it was just chaotic. I have a faith. And when I talk about the universe, and I explain to folks every now and then, because they all ask, I tell them and I say, my God has this infinite universe that two of man-made devices have just passed light years past Pluto and hit another, I don't know what you'd call it, but it's another part of space that has never been explored before. And it's more infinite than we'll ever know. And my God has that on the tip of his finger as a grain of sand. That is the Almighty Father that I believe in and I trust in. So anyway, I guess what I'll be doing. I'm sorry about that. My headphones kind of keyed out. I guess I would be recording through them, but I guess it's just the phone for now. Anyway, I guess sometimes I'll just be walking the dog, walking Roscoe. First video of him was when he was maybe, I want to say, just a baby, about 2 months old, maybe. And you're not to buy. You can buy a puppy, but they won't give you the puppy. Very, very strict, and for good reason. They want to get to know you. If you purchase a dog here from a reputable breeder, and I did. Wonderful woman, wonderful family. She breeds French bulldogs. Roscoe here was €1,500, and what I like about that is that everything is included. The microchip for tracking. We're losing some light here. Hey Google, turn on the flashlight.